Can I answer? There's a question I want to answer because that everyone keeps raising. People keep saying the thing about us being afraid of whites or not dealing with white people. Can I deal with that question?
Yeah, sure, you can, brother. Carry on.
So I want to ask, have you guys heard of Fees Must Fall?
No, we've not. Just tell us.
So there's Fees Must Fall, there's Rhodes Must Fall, and then we have the Triple BEE, and then we also had the shutdown, the looting when the former President Zuma was locked up. That was 4 times that the country shut down, and we made it clear that we were fighting white monopoly at the time. With Fees Must Fall, there were slogans where they made it clear that we want the fees to drop and then we're coming for the land. With Rhodes Must Fall, we were bringing down colonial statues, all colonial statues in the country, starting with Cecil John Rhodes. And then with the Zuma thing, the people believed that Jacob Zuma, the former president, was a revolutionary, and so they shut the whole country down when he went to jail. And then with the Triple BEE thing, Elon Musk tried to bring Starlink to South Africa, but he refused to comply with the laws of South Africa, which means that you are supposed to have a black business partner if you want to have any kind of business in the country. And so the country said no. If he doesn't comply with that, then he cannot do business in the country. That's why he started this whole rumor about the G site the fake G site that's going on, which is not going on. So that's how many times are we supposed to fight white monopoly until people realize that we're actually not afraid of these white folks. Now, the problem is every time we fight these white monopolists, every time we fight these white businesses, it is the illegal immigrants who take the jobs. They are the ones who say, no, we don't mind working for peanuts. We don't mind working with you calling us the K word, which is similar to the N word in America. I don't know if I can say it, so I'm not going to say it. But, you know, they don't mind being called the K word. They don't mind being beaten up by a white man. South Africans do. We stand up when we're being called the K word, when we're being disrespected, when we're being paid less. We actually go out there and we boycott. But when we boycott, it is the illegals that take the businesses. So unless we deal with these illegal immigrants who ran away from the governments in their country, instead of solving their problems, they want to disrupt us whenever we fight white monopoly. So this idea that South Africans are scared of whites and we don't fight white monopoly is garbage. It's the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard in my life, and it has been proven over and over again. When we do fight white monopoly, nobody says anything, nobody flinches. But whenever we deal with illegal immigrants who disrupt us, whenever we fight white monopoly, then all of a sudden we're these xenophobic people. And again, one of the other South Africans mentioned that there are other African nationals that we don't have a problem with. I recently went to Lesotho because my grandmother on my mother's side is from Lesotho, so I have family there. I went to Lesotho. One of my Lesotho cousins said to me that he wants to come to South Africa and get himself a wife. I told him, yeah, you can totally come through and get us. It didn't even occur to me that I'm speaking to a foreigner and telling him that it's okay to come here and find himself a wife. Because South Africans consider Sotho people, Namibian people, Tswana people, and Swati people, they consider them South Africans, not because they are neighbors. Zimbabweans are our neighbors too. We don't consider them South Africans. So are Mozambicans. We don't consider them South Africans. Why? Because of their behavior, because of how they behave. If you behave like us, we consider you one of us. We said the same thing to Kenyans. We said, look online how South Africans and Kenyans interact with each other. We call each other cousins. We celebrate each other and all those things. When you come to our country and you behave, South Africans don't even mind if you're illegal. Now, I'm against all illegal immigrants, whether they're from Lesotho, Namibia. I'm against all illegal immigration. I feel like a country should be sovereign, and a country people should abide by the law when they come here. But I'm talking about the average South Africans. You know how many people from Swaziland, how many people from Namibia? I have friends from Namibia. They are here as South Africans. They are treated as South Africans by South Africans. Whenever they go online and we have debates about illegal immigrants, they talk like South Africans and they're not told to go back home. I told South Africans that I have a grandmother who's from Lesotho. Not a single one of them said that I'm half Kwerekwere or I'm half foreigner. But if I said that my grandmother was from Nigeria, that'd be a whole different story. It's because of the behavior, not because they are foreigners, because we do have people from other countries that we've integrated with, and we don't even see the difference between them and us because they behave like South Africans and they respect people as South Africans. Now, somebody said something about South Africans go overseas. Well, when we go overseas, we go there legally. We abide by the law, and we don't go there to sell children. That's another thing. Before I continue with that, that's another thing. People act like we are fighting Nigerians because they're taking our jobs and they're taking our women. Like I said, Sotho people come here and take jobs and women. Namibians come here and take jobs and women. The other people I mentioned, People from Botswana come here and take jobs and women. Nobody flinches. No South African. In fact, we encourage them. We say, no,